Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Dime Box Discoveries. And guess what? We actually have dime box cards and quarter box cards like the channel was set up to do originally. So very exciting. We're getting back to our roots because I finally made it to a show at the Eastgate Mall on the east side of Cincinnati. I've talked this before. It's a fantastic show. Let's see if the mall survives. It's not looking too good. But anyway, real quick before we get into that, I talked about my trip overseas before. Showed you some cards for that. I did find this. This is one other item I did buy over there. This is a Kylian Mbappe card and car. So little matchbox kind of car. So kind of neat when he was playing for Paris Saint-Germain. And then I went to the Columbus Blue Jackets game the other day, and it was mini helmet night giveaway, which is really cool. The 25th anniversary for the team. Columbus Blue Jackets. Look, it even comes with a strap if you want to put it on your cat, if you don't value your flesh. So super cool giveaway from Bread Financial, but really kind of cool. Anyway, let's get into cards because that's what you want to see. These 3 rows are dime boxes. These 3 are quarters. And before we get into that too much, here are 3 that were also only a dime. Look at these. These are the oversized box toppers. If you saw one of my videos from about a month ago, I paid $2 a card for these. And now I'm paying 10 cents a card. I feel like the 10 cents is a steal, and then Ben Grave, the Topps All-Star card. So I feel like those are still at a dime a piece. All right, here we go. All right. So I also want to give a shout out real quick to my friend Mark, who's from Indianapolis. He comes out to the show. He always beats me into the dime and quarter boxes, but it's great because while he pulls stuff, he also knows what I like. So he found me a bunch of stuff in here too and pulled it out for me. And he's got a great eye. So look at this. This is what Mark found all these for. These were a dime a piece. Coca-Cola Reds team set cards. These are from 1982, even with Cesar Cedeno in there. So really kind of cool. I got these are somewhat from my set. Charlie Lee Brent, a Miami University guy there. So some of these are going into my set. These are 1981. And some of these are going over to a friend. So really great pickup. So you're like, Jeff, why'd you pick up cards that are this beaten up? So I am working on a Franken set of quarter and dime box cards of kind of like star cards of people that I would never be able to afford if they weren't beaten up. So I'm going to make a Franken set out of these. Roy McMillan, by the way, was an excellent shortstop, one of the best fielders in the game back in the day. Doesn't get the credit he deserves. Dick Littlefield. Here we go. All right. Now, this Cesar Geronimo is not beaten up. Actually, in fact, it's in fantastic shape, besides being a little bit off cut, but it looks really nice. So for a dime, I picked it up. And the Rod Carew is, it's okay, but it's Rod Carew. Here we go. Old players, not on old cards. These are cards from the 80s. Here we go. There's Sam Crawford, Charlie Gehringer. So these are really cool. This is Archie Vaughn and, of course, Pepper Martin. These are from a 1988 Conlon National set that came out before, I believe, the black and white Conlon cards. So really kind of cool. And there's a Jack Chespro from Baseball's Greatest. All right. Now we're going to get some really interesting stuff here. Do you remember this card? Kazuo Izuki. Okay. Well, first of all, it was about a Japanese high schooler who could throw 104 miles an hour. And he was going to be possibly jumping straight from high school into the majors to be the first one to ever do that. And you're like, boy, I don't remember the guy making the majors. And there's a reason for that. This guy isn't real, okay? It's a picture of a college student. And if you speak Japanese, which of course I do not, Kazuo Izuki is Japanese for the first son of April, meaning April 1st. This is what Topps did. It was an April Fool's Day joke. So, and these were inserted one every 72 packs. They actually were really chased after when people thought he was real, figured out it was an April Fool's Day joke. Still really kind of cool. Go for a couple bucks. Really happy to find those. Literally one in every 72 packs. Okay. This is neat. I actually have a couple of these. This is from Sunkist. Yes, the drink Sunkist. They had like this football card kind of set with these made-up guys. So you can see Sunkist down there in the bottom. Sunkist growers. These two are both beaten up, but still kind of neat. Debbie Gibson. She's Debbie Gibson. How can you not pick it up for a dime? How about Batman here? The first card in the set. So I thought that was neat. Allen and Ginter cracked the code. And then this thing right here, guys. If somebody can help me out, I don't know what it is. Look at this. Turtley D, Turtley Dumb. You got this turtle here. This one hiding in his shell. Her shell. How come you don't give me none? So, Turtley D, Turtley Dumb, how come you ain't giving me none? It's from 1977, the Sunrise Corporation. If anybody can tell me what the heck this is, it's like plastic. I have no idea, but I could not pass that up. It's so weird. I love it. Somebody please tell me what that is. All right, local guys here. Dave Justice and the Shiny, Andrew Benintendi with the Benny Baseball nickname. There's Ron Oster, Ken Ticove, Buddy Bell, and then this is really neat. So Cincinnati Cyclones, this is like from the very first year of their existence. It's from their team set. And then this one, Randall Cobb, is not local to Cincinnati, but he's local to Knoxville. So I met him several times when I was working in Tennessee, working in Knoxville. He went to Alcoa High School, who is one, I've lost track, 6 or 7 straight state titles in Tennessee in like the Class 3A, the Tornadoes. Really super nice guy, really excellent talent, made a nice little NFL career for himself. All right, box bottoms, you know I love these. So there's 6 of these. There's another UT from my UT guy, Deidre Charles, okay? So those are O.J. Anderson, Super Bowl MVP. Edgar Martinez, like first year card or so. Jeff Bagwell from McDonald's. Todd Helton, this is a special offer send-away card. Don't know, I just thought it looked cool. Fred Bird here, going fishing apparently with his fishing rod and his fishing hat. The Ryan Zimmerman here, that is, don't tell me. It's a 2001 Topps Vintage Chrome. And then Alfonso Serenio from Chrome Update. There's just a Bobby Witt Jr. Ted Williams here going fishing. He and Fred Bird maybe can go out and do some fishing together. And then Prince Fielder in one of these kind of reprint kind of things. All right, sticking with dimes. Don Newcomb here is really cool. It's from 2005 Topps Dem Bums reprint. You can see it's DB for Dem Bums, DN, Donald Newcomb. So super cool. I believe he also won Rookie of the Year, and he pitched for the Reds at one point. Now these two, you're going to go, what's up with Phil Gardner and Dan Ford? I have met Phil Gardner. I've actually interviewed Phil Gardner, another Knoxville guy. A lot of Knoxville in this video. Went to Bearden High School. And Dan Ford. The only reason I bought these is because, purely by accident, I happened to notice they're blank backs. Guys, are these actually blank backs or are they cut out of something? They look like and feel like blank backs, like they're professionally cut and everything. Do they have blank backs in the 70s? I've never seen them before. Somebody educate me. Okay. Now, of all the stuff in here, the next card I'm going to show you is actually the most expensive, believe it or not. And it is this one, this Harrison Bader Topps All-Star Rookie Trophy card from opening day. And you're going to go, what are you talking about, Jeff? So I saw this little socket to me. Okay, first of all, does anybody remember Martin and Rowan's Laughing? And you would say, socket to me, they would hit you with a rubber chicken? If you're old enough, raise your hand if you remember that. Okay, that came out like 10 years or so before I was born, 10 to 5 years before I was born, but I still know what socket to me is. So I bought it because I thought that's really neat. Had no idea what it was till I got home, started looking them up. SM17, that's socket to me. These were inserted into packs. They were parallel with the socket to me. These were one every 804 packs. One every 804 packs is what they're listed as. The cheapest one of any of these I can find is $20. They go 20 to $50 for like a Harrison Bader, and then up above that for other people. But this is like a $20 to $50 card. There's a slight ding on one of the corners. Maybe there. I can't remember exactly. But anyway, one of 804 packs. It's a Jane Daniels rookie card. It's like $5 to $6. Dustin Crum from Kent State will go to my guy BK, who does Mac Wax Stacks with his YouTube channel. Kyron Williams rookie card. I just like the art card. I thought it was really cool looking. So here's a Tim Brown, another Notre Dame guy. This actually got stuck between cards. I didn't mean to buy it, but neat little yearbook sticker of James Lofton. And then this is one of my top 25 most favorite sets of all time. I freaking love these. These were really one of the first kind of like chase set cards. I don't know. They were inserted one per pack, but I freaking love these 1,000-yard club cards. Just the artwork on them. Look at the artwork. It is absolutely aesthetically pleasing, completely beautiful. Freaking love these. I have the complete set, but for a dime, I always buy the cards when I see them. I love them. All right. Speaking of cards I always buy for a dime, these are Look how many there are. This is so exciting. These are the Fleer football from like 1977 through the 80s. These two are here in 1977. So I'm kind of working on these sets slowly but surely. And these actually are in pretty good shape. Some have got a bad crease, but overall in pretty good shape. There's Terry Bradshaw. Pretty good shape for what these cards normally look like. Sometimes they have gum stains on the back. There's a couple of those, but these are all a dime a piece. There's Roger Staubach. All right, Cincinnati guy. So very, very cool. And look at the snow. Holy smokes. Man versus the elements. Very cool. That's 1981. So neither rain nor snow can keep the Broncos from their objective. All right. It's kind of dramatic. Okay, Fleer, get after it. So here's the Cincinnati Bengals getting crushed by the Vikings. So these are super cool. A whole bunch of these all from different years. All these Fleer. This one's really neat. Poorly creased, but check it out. There's the football. Everybody's reaching up for it. It says, souvenir. So I love this card, by the way. Love this picture. Pre-game huddle. Beautiful, beautiful. I love cards with good pictures. I really do. There's Franco Harris. There's Terry Bradshaw again. There's Roger Staubach again. All right. And then Howdy Bartner. That's a weird one, but I guess it's the Cowboys and it's Randy White. Randy White was a dude, as they say. So here we go. These are from 1988 Fleer, by the way. I don't really think I have very many of those. So that's really cool. All right. Into the quarters we go. Into the thick of it. Into the quarters we go. Kevin Nelson, USFL. The Express, the LA Express. I freaking love the USFL. The book by Jeff Pearlman is effing phenomenal. If you like good writing, if you like crazy, wild stories, please get the Jeff Pearlman USFL book. You will be blown away. The stories are just unbelievable. And you never, ever come across, I shouldn't say never, you just rarely come across USFL cards, especially for like a quarter or down. Love the 1985 Topps team set cards, and there's Joe Montana. So beautiful. How about Alan Page here? Can we take a moment to appreciate Alan Page? By the way, born in Canton, Ohio, and now he resides in the Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. So very cool. Guy was a bad, bad man. AP first team 5 times. AP second team 3 times. 8 total times on the AP team there. So unbelievable. He was also the first ever defensive player to be named MVP. In fact, still one of only 2 players to be named NFL MVP. Do you know the other one? We know Mark Mosley's the only kicker to win NFL MVP, and that was in a strike-shortened year. Besides Alan Page, who was the other NFL MVP? Here's a hint. I think it was 1986, 85, or 86. I'll give you 3 seconds to think. 3, 2, 1. Do you have a guess? Lawrence Taylor. All right. I love this card as a child. I love it now. I'm going to buy it again. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, look how nice and shape these cards are in. These things are beautiful. These are 1975s with some studs like Willie Buchanan, Norm Snead, and Garo Yepperman here with the, oh man, his hairline was never good to him. Good thing he could kick a ball. But look at the shape these ones are in. Look, seriously. Look at how nice, how crisp these are. That is nice. Joe Ferguson here in the 1978. And then one for a friend of mine, Desmond Ritter with UC. There we go. All right. These cards here, I love the coloration versions of the Conlon. I know that's blasphemous for some people, but I've seen black and white photos of Ty Cobb. I've never seen the colorized one. Same with Connie Mack, same with Melott. So I love these colorized Conlon cards for a quarter all day long. Cy Berger, if you like baseball cards, and if you're watching this, you probably do. You owe Cy Berger a big thank you. He's the one, father of the modern baseball cards. He's the one who took Topps to where it was the pioneer in the beginning for all the baseball cards. King Kelly, that's actually going to a friend of mine. That's an inside joke between us. He uses them all the time on the Immaculate Grid. And then how about a whole bunch of Babe Ruth cards? There's a Henry Aaron, Yogi Berra. These 2 here are super cool and very nice shape. Ernie Banks, Norman Killebrew. I'm working on this set. These are from Big League Chew. I can't remember if these are 84, 85, or 86 off the top of my head, so I don't remember. They're 5 of 12. They're like Hall of Famers who have hit over 500 home runs. So that kind of set. And this was super exciting for me because I only have 4 or 5 cards left in the set I've been chasing forever. This is the Circle K home run hitters, and it's like out of 33 or 34, 35 cards from it. And I needed the Yogi Berra, so that one trims me down one more card. Very exciting. All right, more baseball cards. Tug McGraw 1974 tops in beautiful, beautiful shape. Couldn't pass up for quarter. Robin Yount 83 tops in great shape. Here's a very nice 1981 tops Coca-Cola. All right, and then this one. It's funny, I looked at this in the box last month and passed on it because it had a couple markings on it. Whoops, sorry, out of focus. Oh, okay. You can see it's been marked on the checklist in the back. So this is supposed to go to my friend in Vienna because he needed this card for a set, but I didn't buy it because it was marked off. I'm going to take it to him next year. We'll see if he likes it or not. All right, these are super cool. Unfortunately, they're all dinged up in the same exact left top corner, all of them. Very annoying. Do you know what these are? I've talked about them before. You don't come across these very often. They're not rare, but they're not common, as I like to say. I need a word for that. Someone's like, Jeff, use the dictionary. That would make sense, but I always think about when in the middle of these videos and I don't want to stop. So these are, if you know what these are 1990 Topps TV All-Stars. It's a 66 card box set, okay? You can see in a series of 66. You had to get these cards, no joke. You had to call a TV hotline number. Seriously, it would come up as an advertisement on TV, and you had to call the phone number and be like, bring, 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 bring. Be like, yes, I'd like to buy the Topps All-Star card set. So it's a box set of 66 cards you had to buy from a TV offer by calling them up and buying them. So you don't come across these a whole lot. Once again, not rare, but not common. So super cool to find a bunch of those. I wish they weren't all freaking like damaged in that corner. The Robin Yount actually seems to have escaped that, but damage or not, really cool. I'll buy them. Roger Maris is going to my friend Scott. Scott, do you have this one? I don't know if you do, but super cool. By the way, it is really cool and nostalgic to see guys going to baseball games back in the day in full suit and ties and the hats and everything else because they're going out for an outing. Look, I'm all about comfort, but not going to lie, that's kind of cool. Jamie Pena with the Topps All-Star Rookie Trophy card, so I bought it. My guy, Robert Springs, always the first guy to comment. Robert, look, Reggie Sanders, just for you, my buddy. Bought it just so I can say, hey, I hope you're doing great, Robert. Hope you're having a great week, man, a blessed week. And Reggie Sanders, just for you, my man. By the way, you'll see Robert comments on his videos, always positive. Robert went to high school with Reggie Sanders, so super cool. Wanted to give Robert a shout out. Colton Cowser, this is a variation. Not really worth anything, but it's a variation. Here we go. Tracy Jones, nothing special per se, but it's really kind of neat. This is a Country Hearth Breads card. 1991 Country Hearth Breads. I don't know if they were a stadium giveaway or if you got them with when you bought bread or had signed in UPC symbols. They're obviously something to do with the bread or a stadium giveaway, but never seen those before. Really cool. Now, speaking of food buys, these are the Armour Stars from 2001. Yes, Armour hot dogs. I accidentally bought 2 of these complete sets. They came wrapped up. The only problem was with them, you can see it here. They were stuck together. They bricked up, man. Ah, boo. Still really neat. Still really cool, despite some bricking. I'll go through them. What's neat, though, on the back, you can tell they're hot dogs because Frank Thomas likes his Stars hot dog prepared with no bun and A, B, C, and D. So 5 of these guys, oh, he had no bun, I didn't even notice that. 5 of the 7 like mustard only. Alomar, Bonds, Brown, Clemens, and Maddox want mustard only in their hot dog. A-Rod and Frank Thomas, they want mustard and ketchup. That's what it says on their cards, see? So there's in the bottom corner, mustard only. There you go. Now you guys know. And knowing's half the battle. G.I. Joe. Local guys in the quarter box, David Montgomery from local guys at Cincinnati. David Montgomery from Mount Healthy. Ivan Pace Jr. from Coleraine, also Miami University and UC. Michael Mayer, as opposed to Michael Myers, who's very popular in Halloween time. This is Michael Mayer, tied in for the Raiders. He is from Covington Catholic. Once again, there's Roger Staubach, very cool. And Bobby Moore had one splash in the big leagues for the Royals, was up there for like 1 year. September call-up in like 357 in short time and never made it back up. All right, non-baseball. Mike Gartner was a very cool player. If you know hockey, you know him when he's cool. Here we go. There's a beautiful Jeff Gordon card. Rusty Wallace, 88 race cards, max race cards. I don't remember what the deal in these was. I'm going to have to look them up. I can't remember if Max just made their own set this year or if it was like, it came in like a die-cast card with that. I'm going to have to look and see. How about the McDonald's Jackie Joyner Kersey cards? Thought those were neat. And then a couple of Lair Legends star cards from 1994. So very cool. Larry the Ultimate Trash Talker. So these are neat. All of these cards here, every single one of these is numbered. And I bought these not because I need them, but I don't want to give away anything too much yet. I need them for a video coming up in the future that you're all going to want to be tuned into. If you're still watching, trust me, I'm maybe going to do a promo video for that video coming up. Or not, just do a video. But anyway, I needed some numbered cards coming up. Lindor, Josh Lowe, John Grisham. These, of course, are all numbered out of 2022. These Topps Gold are numbered out of the year that the cards come out, which is kind of neat. This one's 2024 and 2023. All right. The Charlie Blackmon is out of, actually, this one's really cool. This one's numbered out of 99. So that's really neat. Brandon Crawford out of 2022. And then you've got, this one's out of 399, 101. And Adrian Gonzalez is out of 599. But I'm not going to tell you what I need these for, but it'll be a secret. But soon it will be revealed. Nolan Jones here. It's not numbered, I just bought it because it's Topps All-Star Rookie Trophy card. All right, now we're getting to some weird stuff. Yay, I like weird. If you don't watch my videos, you know I love weird. Credit to Mark, once again, from Indianapolis for finding this one. He was like, you like dog cards, right? And I'm like, that's a weird thing for one man to say to another man, but he's right, and I greatly appreciate it. This is Reese. Let's also add to Reese. This is from the 1992, believe me when I say this is a real thing, the 1992 Milk-Bone Drug Detecting Dogs card set. All-Star Drug Detecting Dogs. Not just regular drug detecting dogs, the All-Star Drug Detecting Dogs. Treasury and U.S. Customs Service. Check it out. It's out of 24. And after finding this, I'm not even going to joke, standing there at the card show, I went online and I found the complete 24 card set and I bought it off eBay and it's coming to me. Because I found it for free shipping. It was $6 free shipping for a 24 card set. So, really neat. And by the way, total seizure value to date, and this is 1992, $180 million. This one dog, Reese here, has helped seize $180 million worth of drugs. Are you a good boy? Yes, I'm a good boy. Are you a good boy, Reese? I'm a good boy. Reese, man, what a bad freaking baller. Woo, you go, buddy. Sugar Ray Leonard, just cool. All right. I'm actually working on completing this entire complete set of the Declaration of Independence cards. All the signers, just because. We all know Samuel Adams because of his beer. Robert Morris, by the way, helped finance the American Revolution. He's really kind of got an interesting past. He was in charge of U.S. finances during the Revolutionary War. Put in some of his own money, helped finance it, but he also had some interesting political beliefs. So won't go too deep in that. Richard Stockton and George Taylor. So kind of neat. I'm working on those. These are the only $2 cards I bought. One because it's Jim Thorpe in the colorized version. Cincinnati Red's very cool. And this, Dave Parker in beautiful shape. I've told this before. This is in my top 25 most favorite sets of all time. The Texas Gold. That was an ice cream giveaway. Stadium giveaway, 1986 Reds. Texas Gold. It's a very difficult set to get in nice shape. And this Dave Parker is beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. I'm going to have to see if it's any better than the two I have right now. Almost done. Want to wrap up. I did splurge a little bit. And this guy wanted $15 for all of them. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, just give me 10. So I said, okay. It is a whole bunch of the 1991 Ball Street cards. I come across them every now and then. I love them. I was like, I'll never be able to finish the set because there's like 66 cards in it or 60-something cards in it. There's a Ken Griffey Jr. I was going to buy the Griffey Jr. and McGuire anyway for $1 a card. And he was like, for $8, you can have like 36 more. I'm like, okay. Frank Thomas. So this is what it was. So, Reed Ryan. There's another Frank Thomas. Two Frank Thomas in this. Two Jose Canseco's in this. There's Dave Justice. But there is a Michael Jordan in this, which gets quite expensive. By the way, that's a really cool card. And then there are some of these. So Ball Street came two different ways. You could actually buy them in packs in certain places, but they also came literally in a book, okay, a collector's book. And these are pages that are ripped out of it. There's Erickson and Cal Ripken Jr. There's Vince Coleman. So what you had to do is you actually have to cut them out. There's Carlton Fisk. You have to actually, there's Dawson, my Dawson guy, basement card collector. Is that your hand? I can't remember. Sorry, I'm blanking on it now. It's basement something. I know you live Andre Dawson. Check it out. Very cool. Eric Lindros. Kind of neat. And then Mo Vaughn and Bobby Bonilla. They have stats on the front here in these pages and some trivia in the back. But you're actually supposed to cut these out by hand. So some of these are cut out by hand. Some of these came in packs, whatever. But I might test my hand and cut these out. We'll see. So anyway, that is what I picked up at the Eastgate Mall show. It was a fantastic time. Great dime box, great quarter box stuff. It was great to get back to my roots. I am super excited if you can't tell. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I've got a great, fun idea you're all going to love coming up in the next month or so for the holidays. Anyway, be good to each other, share the love, and we'll see you all soon.